I'm just gonna. Oh, hello.
And we're live. Hey, what's going on, everyone? My friend Liz and I are here coming to you with a very, very special stream because we have a very special guest with us tonight.
Two, actually.
As a matter of fact, we have two special guests with us tonight. But the first one is an incredible Broadway actress. She has played numerous roles on Broadway, from Little House on the Prairie to Wicked, and most famously in one of my favorite musicals, NEWSIES. We are joined by the one, the only, Kara Lindsay, everyone.
Hi, Kara.
Hi, Kara.
Hi, how are you, Liz and Mike?
Kara or Kara?
Kara.
Kara. Okay, cool, yo. I've been mispronouncing it for years. Okay.
Oh, that's okay. I mean, a lot of people say Kara too, so they're both great.
Okay, cool, yo.
Awesome. I love your Newsies caps.
Oh, thank you.
Super, super great. This is awesome. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. How are you guys?
I'm doing great, especially because I can now officially check you off my list.
Oh my goodness, there's a list? Who's on there?
Well, let's see. I've got one I'm probably not. Wilhelmine Vikite, who played Elphaba in Wicked. Casey Levi, who I checked off. Patty, Jeremy Jordan, you. Katie Rose Clark, Robert Craigenton from Frozen, who I met. Mimi Ryder from Frozen, who I've met. Noah J. Ricketts, and Aisha, and a few others that I have not yet to check off yet. So, got a long way to go, but I'm making progress.
Wow, that's so cool. How long have you guys been doing this?
We started like early.
Probably about a couple months ago. I did a stream on my channel with Liz for Wicked, but since she is a theater major, we decided we would do this series over on her channel.
Awesome.
So we've done Wicked, we've done we have Hamilton's this week. We've done Newsies, obviously. We keep procrastinating Rent, which I don't know why. I'm like blanking on all the shows that we've done. Les Miserables.
We did Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
That's so great. I love this.
Yeah. So
awesome. Well, thanks for having me on. This is obviously the Newsies Day, or there's been one already.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did one with
Part two.
We did one with Aisha, who you have had the pleasure of working with.
I love Aisha so much.
She's so sweet.
She's the kindest.
She unfortunately could not make it tonight, but she does say hello.
Oh,
I flipped out.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Because I didn't know she was in Little Shop of Horrors, so I kind of lost my cool there. I was doing good just until she mentioned that, and I was like, oh.
No, she's legendary.
Yeah, she's. Oh wow.
And as are you.
Oh no.
Excuse me, Miss Glinda. I don't think so. Like you got Catherine, you got Glinda. You got two big roles underneath your belt, so I would say you're a pretty big deal now.
Oh, that's really sweet. Thank you. I feel very lucky and very fortunate that I got to play those roles. I mean, especially now with everything that's going on, I just sort of look back with such gratitude and and hoping that all those kids that are going to theater school right now will be able to feel that. Yes, you, Liz, that you'll be able to feel that
I'm excited.
on stage in New York or wherever it may be very soon.
Got a year and a half left of school. I'm almost there.
A year and a half left?
Yep, and then I will graduate, and then I don't know what I'm going to do. That's when the hard part begins.
Of course, but just know that is part of the journey. It's not like there are people that get a job right out of college, and there are people that don't. So it's okay. You just let it. Just ride that roller coaster.
I'm like shaking right now. That's not.
No, don't shake.
No, you should see
I'm shaking a little bit because I'm remembering back to the night where I met you and Kevin.
When was that?
At Epcot.
Aww.
That night at Epcot, and I remember you guys were wanting to get back to your son, but you guys still took the time to meet with us and pose for photos and sign our books. So, thank you, Kara, so much for that.
Are you kidding? It was, I mean, thank you for waiting. Thank you for coming to see us. Thank you for supporting us. And it's so wonderful that you guys wanted to say hello to us after the fact. And we were just grateful for that. And of course, we want to make sure that we get back to our son. And oh my goodness, he was younger then, just to think. I don't know how I did it. But I really think it's because of like you guys. It's because you guys enjoyed it. It's because of fans. And I'm a Disney fan. Like I love when you love to do something, you will do anything to do it. You know, you will lose sleep for it. You will
work buses for it.
You will what?
I did the college program and at Disney, so I was there for a year, and I tracked buses for an entire year just so I could go to Disney for free.
See, that's amazing.
It was so much fun. Like the amount of stuff like you see when you're there for a year. Holy crap!
Wow.
Like, even like all the festivals and everything, I had time to go to all of it, and it was just amazing. Definitely like a one in a lifetime experience.
That's dedication.
My company, we go all out. When it comes to that.
That's great.
Even
that's what we do. That's what we do for love. Yeah. So thank you guys for coming and supporting us. We're really grateful. We miss it already.
Yeah. Well, they'll be opening soon.
We miss you already too.
Apparently, Animal Kingdom was open today. So.
Really?
Yep. A 10-minute wait for Flight of Passage. Man, I wish I was there.
Oh my! A 10-minute wait. Oh my gosh! Yeah.
They are doing cast member previews. I think today and tomorrow. And then they're doing annual pass holders on the 9th and 10th. And then they officially reopen on the 11th, I think.
And you're going to get me my Splash Mountain gear, right, Mike?
Yep.
Okay. What are you going to
do? Splash Mountain, since they're changing the theme of it, I asked Mike to get me a lot of Splash Mountain gear because it's going to be worth a lot. I had ordered the little pop figures. That was like $50, but it's going to be worth it because it's going to be worth a lot more when it's gone. So rest in peace, Splash Mountain.
True. I know, but that's okay. I'm excited for this new ride.
Yeah, I am too. I'm honestly, I think they're going to keep the logs at least because they kind of fit the theme of the grotto and all. Not really grotto, but whatever it's called. Anyway.
Yeah, Tiana.
Yeah. I think it's a grotto, but.
All right. Yeah. So before we kick this off, Kara, how have you been spending much of your time?
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask. You mentioned Broadway Booker.
Yes, I'm working teaching through Broadway Booker, and that's been really, really wonderful. It started up in April, but it's a company that Spencer Howard, who is Kate Rockwell's husband. Kate Rockwell was in Mean Girls.
That's right.
She was Karen, and she's a Broadway vet. There's been lots of Broadway shows, and her husband started this company sort of for Broadway performers in between gigs. So if there's a party and that host would like to book a Broadway performer to come sing at the said party, you could go through Broadway Booker. If you have like I don't know, a bridal shower or something, and you're like, ooh, it would be so great if they're a big Wicked fan. We should have like a we should have somebody come and sing Popular. I don't know. That was so random, but whatever their preference. But anyway, so that's how it originally started, I think. And then now, because everybody is stuck at home, he added virtual voice lessons to their website. So I'm doing virtual voice lessons for a lot of kids around the world. I've taught a girl in Japan who is in the Lion King production in Japan, which was so awesome. I taught a girl in Germany, a girl in Amsterdam, and then a lot around the United States. But it's been so cool to connect with people all around the world. Just, I mean, if there was no pandemic, this wouldn't have happened. I wouldn't have connected with people in this way. So that's been keeping me really busy, and also just helping us financially because, you know, as you know, our industry is shut down for quite a while, and we do have a little baby, and we're just trying to be smart.
How's he handling quarantine?
Oh, he's great. He's almost 8 months. He has no idea. He's just like mom and dad around me all the time.
Coolio. All right, no biggie.
Yeah, he's just the best. I love him so much. Yeah. So that's how we've been filling our time. A lot of teaching and yeah, that it's been the best. I've loved it. I've learned a lot from teaching kids. So I'm grateful for that. Oh, please don't hurt yourself.
That's no big deal. Mike knows how much I hurt myself all the time.
Oh God.
Liz can be a bit of a klutz.
Yeah, that's no big deal. I dropped a big box of plastic bags on my foot today. It was fine. It was fine. I told my boss, if I'm not crying, don't worry, I'm okay. If I am crying, then call an ambulance or something. So that's how often. So I'm good.
That's great. Yay. Well, please stay safe. I hope you have I don't know, an ice pack near you, just in case.
Yeah, they do. It's sad, but
awesome.
Anyway.
Do you guys have any other questions?
Mike's got you.
Yeah, so let's not ask these questions. So my first question is going to be, how many performances of Newsies did you do?
Mike, I don't know.
Come on, man.
I don't know. I didn't count. Should I have?
No.
I don't know.
Well, ballpark.
I don't know. I was in the show for about a year and a half.
So if I was a year and a half, I'd say maybe about, was it like one show a night, right? And then you had your 2 show days?
Well, it was 8 shows a week. Okay. We had Monday. Well, originally when we first started, we had Tuesdays and Thursdays off. And we still did 8 shows within the 7-day period. So we had Tuesday off, 2 shows Wednesday, Thursday off, Friday night show, 2 Saturday, 2 Sunday, 1 show Monday, Tuesday night off. So it was crazy. That's how it started. Then we went on to just Thursdays off, and they had a Tuesday night show. So it's hard to know because I also got married during that time, and I had a honeymoon and, personal days. And then I was, you get sick. So I called out for being sick and other things. So it's hard to.
Anyone who may not know, Kara is married to the wonderful and talented Kevin Massey, who has played the role of one of my favorite Disney characters on Broadway. He played Tarzan.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Which I still love the fact that when I go back and watch his shows, he sings that little bit of "You'll Be in My Heart" in German.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
It's really so cool to go back and see that.
I don't know how to do it.
Good night, hearts.
Oh, here we go. We're going karaoke time.
Fabulous. Yeah, so I don't know how many performances, but I'm grateful for every single one. Every single one.
Especially with who you got to work with. I mean,
I know.
You got to work with Jeremy, Andrew.
Oh, don't even get me started on Jeremy Jordan. I want to meet him so bad.
Yeah, he's pretty great. He's awesome and very talented. And then I also got to work with Corey Cott, who's also very, very talented. And then getting to do it again for the film was super, super awesome. And to get to come back to that after being gone for a while, after not being in the show for, I think it was almost 3 years. So it was great because I felt like I came back with a new understanding of who Catherine Plummer is. I thought I knew who she was, but the trick, what I've learned, is that you should never stop learning about these roles, about these characters, because we are evolving people, and so are they. So I really learned a lot about her between when I left Broadway and then when we filmed for the Fathom Events film. So that was really cool.
Okay. I guess I'll go. Like, how long did it take you to get into, like, how long did it take for hair and makeup for you to do to get in and out of, like, show before
for Newsies?
Yeah.
Oh, not very long. It was pretty quick. I basically, they didn't really have much for makeup, so I essentially wore what I wore on a day-to-day basis. And they I didn't mind it. That's what I knew how to do, and I think they wanted her to be very natural. Back in 1899, I don't think she would have worn very much.
Mm-hmm.
So as natural as possible. Obviously, you're on stage and you want to be able to show your features as best as possible with that makeup. But I also had an amazing wig person who did my wig, and yeah, so it really didn't take me long, probably 30-45 minutes total.
I will say, side note, pink, like I said to Maisha, pink clothes are a pain in the butt to do.
They are. I was a pro by the end, though. When you do it 8 times a week, you become a pro. You have no choice.
Yeah.
You know, like if somebody forced you to run a mile every day, eventually you'd be like, I got this. I figured it out.
Yeah. Mike?
Oh, somebody says, what is Newsies about?
No, we don't have time to go over what Newsies is about. I'm going to let one of you two.
I'll say it in a nutshell. It's about the 1899 Newsboys strike in New York City. And it's based on a true story. It happened. Loosely based. So check it out.
It's really good.
Yeah.
All right. So my next question is, how hard was it to dance in your dress during King of New York?
So hard. It was the heaviest dress.
Like, hold on now. Okay. So to kind of give me an understanding, was it heavier or lighter than Glinda's bubble dress?
Oh, lighter than the bubble. If I had to do King of New York in the bubble dress, I would die.
That thing's like...
I would have passed out.
Hang on. Wait.
But yeah, no, that one was it was the heaviest material. Jess Goldstein, who is costume designer. I was like, really? Why you gotta put the heaviest material for like the most active number for Catherine? But it was a great look, and also her costumes sort of match her her growth as a person, you know, and her growing strength, her growing confidence, and that outfit, that costume is a little less feminine. So it's more, there's more strength in it. The materials, the textures, everything. So it made sense.
40 pounds. Right. I was trying to go over my head, like trying to remember how heavy the dress is. It's 40 pounds. So that gives y'all a good idea of how much lighter Catherine's dress is. Glenda's bubble dress is 40 pounds.
Yeah, and I don't know how heavy the King of New York outfit is, but I'm sure it's maybe 5, I don't know, 6, 10.
Yeah, it's just like that segment. King of New York it's my favorite song and my favorite dance number in the whole show.
Oh,
I'm dedicated to learning the whole dance sequence. So
I couldn't do that anymore if I tried. I mean, maybe.
Well, you never know. Let's try.
Yeah, I just wouldn't be able to lift my leg to my head. I don't really stretch anymore, so that would hurt.
What was the audition process for Newsies like for you?
It was a lot. So there was an initial audition where they give you the sides and the scenes. So the sides are like pieces of material from the show. So I had to do the last portion of Watch What Happens, and I had to do a couple of scenes that were with Jack Kelly, and it was just for the casting director and then the associate director initially, and then the second callback, or the first callback, it was for the director and music director, and I don't think the choreographer was there. And then obviously casting. And then I had a work session with the director, music director, and casting. And then we had a dance call, and it was with Chris Catelli, who was choreographer and also won the Tony for it. And that was interesting because King of New York, they didn't quite know what they wanted that to be at the time. So they did this burlesque dance number.
Really?
Yeah, they were just trying to see if we could move. I think they didn't quite. That's the beauty of creating a show, is that you don't really know what you fully want yet, and they want to see who who they like in these roles, and then kind of work around them a little bit, like have an idea of what it's like such a give and take when you're part of the creative process, which is so wonderful, especially if they let you in, the creative team. If they let you in, it's really wonderful. And they all were so inviting. It was the most playful environment ever. I mean, if you can imagine, with the Newsies, and I mean, Jeff Calhoun as a director was so lovely and kind and sweet, and just made it a safe place. And Chris Catelli is the kindest choreographer I've ever worked for. Sometimes choreographers are notorious for being really tough. You know, they demand a 5, 6, 7, 8. You know, and he just was so it made you want to do well for him. And just again, it's just the most playful environment. But I forget what the question was.
What was your rehearsal process like?
Oh, what was the audition?
Audition. My bad.
The audition process. No, that's okay. So so it was a burlesque number then, and
callback on top of callback, and
and then after the dance call, they I think then had a final callback, and it was the longest table of people, like Alan Menken, Jack Feldman, Chris Catelli, obviously, all assistants, Tom Schumacher, head of Disney Theatricals, like all of these people just lined up at a table, and you're just like,
oh God,
don't mess it up.
I give you props. I would not have been able to do that, mainly because I can't sing, but I would not.
Yes, you could. You just do it, because also I think it was just the opportunity. I grew up listening to Alan Menken music. Like, I grew up listening to Disney songs, and just getting to just stand in that room. And Jeremy likes to remind me that I cracked while singing Watch What Happens, which I don't even remember. I cracked.
It's better. Adina Menzel cracked when she sang Defying Gravity for her audition for Elphaba, and she just yelled the F word when she messed up.
That's hilarious. I did not do that, I don't think.
People will come mess up. It's all right. You're human.
Yeah, we're human. And it was just a great opportunity. And I was like, you know what? I get to stand in this room right now. Period.
Yeah. So even if you don't get it, like, you got to meet all these fantastic people. You know, they're not gonna forget you.
Yeah, it was really, really wonderful, and it was one of the longest audition processes I've been through, for sure. But I mean, as it should be, I guess.
Yeah, it's Disney.
It's Disney after all.
Yeah.
So, Mike, is there anybody in the green room who
So a couple questions I saw pop up before I ask my next one. So my friend Carlos asks, what is the worst thing that's happened to you on stage during a show?
The worst thing?
Like mishaps or like goofs or something?
I know. It's hard to pick. I think.
Oh, that many.
When you do 8 shows a week for however long, there's a lot of things that happen. It's live theater, so anything.
That's what I keep saying. That's why I love theater, because you never know what's gonna happen.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
Even in college, like, we've had mishaps on our shows in college, and it's just like, if that happens in college, I can't imagine what happens on, like, the big stage.
All the time. And you know what? I kind of live for them. Love them. I remember, one big one was during King of New York, your favorite, Mike, when the broom is thrown to Catherine, and she's like dancing and trying to prove like that she can, keep up with the guys. I whacked the broom into the orchestra pit, and it hit the conductor. And he starts conducting with it. And I'm just screaming, I'm sorry. What?
He started conducting with the broom?
Well, what else he's gonna do?
Not really. He threw it back up to me. He had to keep conducting.
I bet the audience did that.
I don't remember. I sort of blanked out, and it was like as if the show stopped, because I was so worried about him. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
I feel that.
So, but that was one. And then I also remember an audience member having a medical emergency during Something to Believe In, and we had to stop the show. That happened a few times during that song.
Maybe that's
Something to Believe In. What?
Maybe that song's just unlucky.
Maybe. Yeah, I guess so. Or there was like too much love. They're like, ah.
Just,
Or it's like,
I actually have a side question.
I love that song. I sing it to my girlfriend all the time.
Because I noticed, like, I don't know if you believe in this, but like this little superstition that you're not supposed to say Macbeth in a theater because then it brings bad luck to the theater. I was watching the Hamilton show on Disney Plus, and I realized that he had said Macbeth, and I was like, oh, snap! I hope that's not true because otherwise that theater's gonna have a lot of bad luck. Do you believe in that superstition or no?
I forget about that superstition, so apparently I don't believe in it. I think I don't think I know enough about it, but I know about it. I know that it exists, but no. I don't.
Do you have any like pre-show rituals that you have to do before you go on stage?
And that's also a good question because it kind of matches this one that my friend Carrie asked you.
Oh, hey, cool.
What do you do to get into character?
It depends on
chat. Wow, I'm so, I've been on private chat this entire time. I was like, where are all the comments coming? Wow, I'm so bad. I'm just gonna like hide my face and shame.
I had mine on private chat too, so I didn't realize. Okay. So same thing.
I can actually look at all these now.
But what do I do to get into character? I guess it depends on the show. So, but with Newsies, I had a lot of time before the first scene, so I really I would stretch. I would like I don't know. I would go over Watch What Happens, and I would just try and think about who this person is. I had a big picture of Nellie Bly in my room, and she's a news reporter from the turn of the century, and she was a strong female go-getter. So I Harvey Fierstein based Catherine on her, and I did as well. We never had a conversation about that, but apparently that happened. Anyway, so I would just think about, 1899 is very different than at the time. It was 2012 when I was doing the show, so I had to kind of get my mind in that realm of like how important this was at that time for her to even have a job, period. So that I was sort of just trying to get in the mindset of who this person is in any show.
What's your dream role like, or is there a show you would go back to if they asked you to?
I played Sally Bowles in Cabaret, not on Broadway, in Kansas City. I would love to go back and do it again because I feel like I was so young, which she is, so that was appropriate, but I feel like I just have such a better understanding of that character now. So I would love to play that. Yeah.
Dang, yeah, I forgot you were in that. I wish I could see. There's so many shows you were in that I wish I could have seen.
Oh, you're so sweet. No, that was a long time ago, but I'd love to do it again.
Mike knows how many shows I would love to see.
Aww. What is your favorite moment in the show? What did you say, Mike? I'm sorry, I cut you off.
I can't even count on two hands how many shows Liz wants to see.
Oh,
you better know my number one show because I've only seen Frozen twice, so that's
what's your number one show?
Wicked. I was supposed to see Hamilton. For my parents got us tickets for Hamilton, but COVID kind of ended that. But I was like, so hopefully all this will blow over soon, so I can get up to Broadway and go see a bunch of shows.
I know this is all such a bummer. I
have a lot of. I didn't do this personally. I had people send these to me, but I have a lot of recordings of Broadway shows. But it's not the same as. I didn't do it because I obviously did not have the money to see all these shows. But I have so many wicked shows, so many.
Oh my God! Wow.
I have one of you, and I don't know who was your alphabet at the time. Anyway, Mike, why don't you go ahead and look it up because that's gonna bother me.
Does it say who it is?
I don't know. I have it like the file named, so I know who's in which show. So like, let's see, like all those little icons. These are all my wicked shows. So yeah.
Guys.
Jennifer De Nora, when you did Wicked with Jennifer De Nora.
Jennifer Denoya. Yeah. She's just the best. Love her.
That's way too many.
What's your favorite musical other than Newsies? That's a great question. What's your answer?
I mean, Mike, you should know mine. You should know mine. If it's like I like Ghost.
I'm gonna say,
Ghost is a good one.
Which one?
I'm gonna say
Ghost.
Oh, I never saw it. I mean, I've seen the movie. Love it.
It was so the whole technical show itself, like all the effects they did, it was just so beautifully well done. I was like, I wish that was on Broadway a lot longer. It deserved a longer life. But phenomenal.
And Casey is amazing.
She's so sweet. Mike.
So I'm gonna say my favorite non-Disney on Broadway musical is Phantom of the Opera.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
The story and the music. I mean, Andrew Lloyd Webber is a musical genius. He truly is.
Yeah, that's a classic.
I was introduced to that show at the age of like 6 years old, and I just immediately fell in love with it. I can sing The Phantom, Raoul, both the owners. I can do almost every male lead in that except for Piangi, obviously, because he sings at such a caliber. My voice cannot do that.
I can hold the note for The Wizard and for Defying. I can't hit it, but I can hold it, which takes a lot of lung capacity, which I'm amazed at. That and oh my gosh, I'm blanking. That song, the opening
song. Real quick,
hang on.
Our other special guest is here, and I know she's gonna want to say hi to you. This is someone you have worked with before at Epcot.
Oh my gosh, am I gonna start shaking again, Mike?
Liana Marie Hunt.
Thank goodness. That's what it's called. Thank goodness. I should have known that. Okay. Fine.
Hi, everybody. Hi,
Kara. Was that a little high pitched? Sorry, I was excited.
Yo, I'm just like.
Oh, this is great.
Oh, I can check you off my list. Wait, I gotta check you off my list.
Where are you, Leanna?
I'm in Vermont, actually. Where are you? Are you in New York?
Rochester, New York, upstate.
Lovely.
Yeah.
And Liz and Mike, are you both in Florida?
No,
I'm in Florida. Liz is in South Carolina.
Oh, I was just there.
Oh, with Larkin's family?
Yes, we were there for a long time near Charleston.
Her fiance.
Yeah.
This is a dream set, Carrie. No. Carrie, I feel because Kara's the first Wicked cast member I met. That and yeah. So I told Mike, I was like, wait, she was in Wicked too. No. Trying to not completely.
Yeah, I actually have it written here. Kara, you did the North American tours in 2014 and then 2018 through 2019.
Oh yeah, I had that too.
And then through 2014 through 16 and then 2016 through 17, you reprised the role in the Gershwin Theater.
Yeah, they just kind of bounce you around a little bit. Like, where do we need to fill?
The amount of knowledge I know I have on that show alone would just like absolutely blow your mind. Like I know every little detail of that show.
Kara, Liana, you guys are gonna have to go back and see the stream that we did on Liz's channel for Wicked.
Oh yeah, I painted myself green.
Like, deep dives and nitpicks every little thing about the show.
And I've done her makeup 5 times since I started going to college, so I've gotten a lot better at doing it. And I'm like, I feel these alphabets now because I use the same brand of makeup they use, which it takes forever to get off. But every time I wear it, I go to work green, and I just get made fun of. I'm like, you know what, y'all? I don't care because these skills are going to come in handy one day. Because that's what I want to do.
But you know what's also really hard are the Nessa Roses.
Oh boy!
Oh, yes.
With the wheelchair, they call it a Nessa neck, right?
Yeah, that's a real thing. I had Nessa neck for many years.
Yeah, I've heard it's overlooked as a very easy role, but no, because the Gershwin stage is at a slant, so you have to like literally wheel yourself whenever you have to handle. So
yeah, and the chair is very old and very heavy, so it's hard to get yourself around.
Yep, you got like 3
It's really strong.
You have the motorized one, you have the one in Act 2, and then you have the one that Fox uses.
Yeah.
See, I know,
like I said, she knows every little detail about this show.
I know how many light bulbs are used in the One Short Day. That gives you a good idea how much I know about the show.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. They need to put you on their press circuit where they, tell all the fun facts about the show.
Yeah, like these is all my notes on Wicked. It's like 5 pages.
Wow.
Yeah, so I guess you can guess what show I want to work on so much. Anyway, back to movies.
Sorry, yeah. So, Liana,
I feel like my internet is really breaking.
Some of our other guests in to ask Kara some questions, and then we will get you in and we'll interview you. Okay. Okay. So.
Oh wait, is Lily here? Is Lily on here?
Yes, Lily is here.
Can you bring
and
Lily?
that is actually our first guest. I'm going to add in.
Hi.
I miss you. I miss you so much, Lily.
I miss you too.
Well, me and Lily actually go to school together, and she's not just Lily; she's the Lily Queen. Yeah, but anyway, so yeah, hi. I'm so happy you were able to join. Yo,
This is really exciting for me because I was able to be in a production of Newsies last year. I was a senior in high school.
You guys?
Huh? Uh-oh. Computer. Kara? Lily, you broke.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I mean, we can still hear her and see her.
Yeah.
Let her know.
Can you see me?
Yeah.
Yes.
We can hear you too.
We're good?
Yeah.
Yes.
You can? Okay, my internet is really kind of it gets wonky.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Anyway, Lily, you were saying?
I'm so sorry, Lily. What were you saying?
You're okay. I'm saying this is really exciting to meet you because I was in a production of Newsies last April doing Albert. I actually played Albert, which was kind of crazy at my high school. And so I was really, really into this show for a really long time. And I can't tell you how many times I've watched the recording of it just to get ready for that. So this is like a dream come true for real.
Yeah,
I love that.
I also was able to do the costumes and the set design for the show because it was a high school production. I was kind of all over the place, but yeah. So Newsies is a big favorite of mine. Mm-hmm. But I do have a couple questions for you. If I can go ahead and ask.
I'm just really
okay. So my first question is.
Oh gosh.
No, you're okay.
My internet is really breaking up. So I'm so sorry.
No, you're okay. So my first question is, what technique do you use when you first start developing your character?
I'm sorry. Wait, can you say it one more time?
Yeah. What technique do you use when you first start developing your character?
Oh, technique. I think it's really just researching everything about it. So everything about who this character is, like age, where are they from, what's their whole name, who are their parents, what do they like to wear, what do they smell like, literally everything, so that because I think as specific as you can be, that will make your character that much more strong and layered, and I feel like if you can be really, really specific with every detail about this character that you're playing, then you will literally be able to play more. Yeah. You won't feel stifled by not knowing because you have answers.
Yeah. Another question I have is, what training did you have before Broadway? Did you go to college or did you do it in high school? Like, what kind of training did you
have?
All the technical questions.
Sorry.
I went to school at Carnegie Mellon University in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And I majored in acting musical theater. So it was, yeah, it was great. I needed it. I was lost. lost, a lost child.
What would you say like the biggest thing you learned from your time in college was?
Goodness. I think there are so many people that just move right to New York City and get a job on Broadway. So many of the Newsies. And I think it takes a particular kind of person. I was very shy growing up. I needed a little kick in the butt. I needed to be independent on my own, figuring out life on my own. And I think that it was finding myself. That was what college was for me.
Yeah.
Finding out who I am in the world and finding out who I am as an artist, and building confidence in all of those things. When we grow up relying on our parents for so many different sorts of things, or whoever's taking care of you, until you're 18, and then you're off and on your own. And I think that's so important. And that was essential.
Awesome.
Really great question.
What was your most memorable, what's your most memorable part about being on Broadway so far?
I think Broadway debut. There's nothing like that. I grew up dreaming of that day, of getting to be on Broadway one day, and having that first bow. And Capathia Jenkins, who originated Meta Larkin, she and I shared a dressing room. And I know that when she came back, Leanna Hunt and they shared a dressing room as well.
That's awesome.
When Leanna was playing Catherine, so she's an angel and just the brightest, most beautiful spirit. I called her an angel on earth. She said on my opening night, she said, take a second and take a moment to take in that Broadway bow. When you're bowing on Broadway for the first time on your opening night, take a second to take that in.
Yeah.
Take a moment to breathe and notice that moment, and don't forget it.
That's awesome.
You will never have a first opening night on Broadway bow ever again. So that was really special and really invaluable. I mean, I'm just forever grateful that she told me to do that, because in the rush of the moment, you're just like, I gotta bow, I gotta do these things. You don't.
Yeah.
Everything else about that day, I don't remember. I don't remember it. But and I think it's just a good life lesson. If there's something that you are really grateful for, take a second to breathe in it and notice everything about it. Everything.
Going to school, like going to Winthrop.
Yeah. So the first time you roll up at school, taking in that image of I am here.
Mm-hmm.
And never forgetting it. Yeah.
That's why it's at Disney. When the first time you see the Cinderella's castle, you just gotta take a minute and
take it in.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, Lily. So Karen only has a little more time, and I have one more guest.
I do have to go soon because I have a baby.
That's okay.
That's all right.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.
Before you go, I have one more guest who wants to join in.
Okay.
Bye, Lily.
Bye.
I miss you.
Lily.
Miss you too.
Okay.
I miss you
So this is a good buddy of mine. I think he got the chance to meet you at Epcot, and he is our own personal Les.
Oh yeah.
Hi.
So this is my buddy Tyler.
What's your name?
Tyler.
Hi, Tyler. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So you started the show at Paper Mill, correct?
Yes, I did.
So are there any differences between the version at Paper Mill and then the version on Broadway?
Ooh,
Oh my gosh, yeah. There were some cast changes. There were some song changes. Meta Larkin's song was something totally different. It was the what's underneath. It was the "Don't Come a Knocking on My Door."
Mm-hmm.
So that was Meta Larkin's song. Oh gosh, there was also the duet that Jack and Catherine sang was different. It was called "Then I See You Again" at Paper Mill, and on Broadway, it's "Something to Believe in." And our lyricist, Jack Feldman, could not get over "I See You" in the love duet. He kept hearing, but then intensive care unit, you again. So he could not get over the fact that ICU is not. It was intensive care unit. That's what he heard, rather than ICU again.
And then my second question is, what was like the filming process like for Newsies?
Oh my goodness. So it was weird because it was like they combined what it would be like, I think, to film a movie or a TV show, and also being in theater and being on Broadway. So we were on stage. We were on the stage at the Pantages Theater, and they had like a ton of cameras all throughout the audience and on the stage with us. So we filmed for 2 weeks, a week and a half, and we went scene by scene. So that's similar to what it would be like for TV and film. And then we did the final day, we did a live performance, and they filmed it live, and they took away a lot of the cameras so that we could have people in the audience, but they kept several of them in the audience so that they could film still. But it was more like the stage version. So it was wild. I mean, it was definitely a learning experience. I had never really done anything film related. So, but what was nice is that it was still stage. It was still theater. So you're just mindful of this other thing that's like following you.
It's hard not to look at the camera too when you're not supposed to.
That was really all the questions I really had.
That's awesome.
I'm sorry.
No, that's great. Thank you, Tyler. Taylor or Tyler?
Tyler.
Yes.
Tyler.
You have a really cool. You have a really cool prop from the show.
Oh
that
yeah.
you saved, did you not?
I was like, hey, do you have that to show her real quick? I think she's
1 second.
You don't have it with you? Oh.
So Tyler actually got to. I don't remember if he saw it on Broadway or on the tour.
I think he saw it on tour.
I saw it on tour. I don't know where it's at the moment.
He lost it. How
No, I didn't lose it. It's somewhere. My mom took it. I think
no worries. No worries.
So I saw the show on tour at the Dr. Phillips Center. And then during Seize the Day, when they threw like all the paper in the audience, I actually got one of the like newspapers.
Oh, that's
I have
great.
that with me, and I'm like, yes.
That's great. I love that.
I have a little baggie of snowflakes from Frozen. I picked it up on the ground and just scooped them in the little bag. I was like, I'm keeping these.
That's awesome.
Every little thing counts.
You guys, I have to run. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
no, that's perfectly fine. Thank you so much, though, for taking this time to join us, Tara.
Of course. Thank you. Thanks for including us Catherines. And can't wait to watch.
All right, bye.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Yo, I can die happy.
Wow, that happened.
Yo,
All right. So now
yeah.
we are joined by another amazing Catherine, the wonderful Liana Hunt again.
Hi. Hi again.
Waiting.
Bye.
Hi, guys.
All right. I actually had a few questions for Kara I didn't get to ask, but I will ask them to you, Liana. So, aside from Watch What Happens in King of New York, what is your favorite song in the show and why?
Oh, gosh.
Aside from those two, I can't pick one of those two. Gosh, I have so many favorites, but I mean, I love so many for different reasons. I love the love duet because that was my favorite like part of the show to do, the whole balcony scene and Something to Believe in. But I also love carrying the banner because it's this amazing moment when we're all on stage together celebrating and dancing, and I get to hear the boys sing it every night. So, I mean, God, I have so many favorites, but those are two of them for sure.
Can I also just like call out that like I loved because you were in Mamma Mia too. So yeah, just gonna call that. Love that music. Oh, thank you, Carrie. I got on it. It was like 5.
Wow.
I don't know where Mike got his, but I got mine on Amazon for like literally $5. And Amazon Prime, free shipping. Anyway, but yeah.
I'm trying to think if I had any more questions.
Okay, so I know we asked Kara what the audition process was like for her, but what was it like for you? Was it like as like you had one after the other, like with callback wise, or was it like just you went in, you read, you did the sides, or did you have several callbacks basically, like you did?
Yeah, I mean, mine was a little different because I auditioned for the show after it had already been running for a while because there was a girl in the cast leaving, and so they were hiring a replacement. So I went in and did all the material, and then I think I went in a total of like 3 times. So I had my initial audition, and then I had call back, and then I had to do a dance call because we had to do King of New York, the tapped number, and then I remember I had my final call back where I will one. I did all the material at the final callback, and they actually brought in Corey Cott to read with us, so I got to read with Corey and see how we read together, and then I found out a few days after my final callback that I got it, and that was to understudy Kara at first. I understudied her for a year before I took over for the role.
Oh, that's so cool!
Yeah. What's that?
So, Tyler, do you have anything?
I mean, I have a whole bunch, but like I want y'all give y'all a chance to ask.
I'm trying to think of some. I'm like, I'm in shock right now. You can go, Liz.
Wait, Mike's got one?
Oh, Liana.
Yeah.
Who is your favorite newsie, and who is your favorite oldsie?
I don't have favorites because to me the people who played them are the characters because they're so intertwined. So I have to say I love them all. But I mean, I love all the newsies. I love how each character is so specific and they're also lovable in their own way. And so are the guys who played them, and same with the oldsies. We like to give the oldsies a hard time, but they're pretty special too. So I can't pick favorites.
All right.
I would have to say my favorite oldsie is from the 2017 show. I forget the actor's name, but it's the actor who played Nunzio and Theodore Roosevelt.
Oh!
So that must have been on the tour.
I know who you're talking
It's Kevin. I think it's like Kevin Conlon or something.
Kevin Bacon. No, it's not Kevin Bacon. That's the only Kevin I know. That's famous.
I know his first name is Kevin. He's just so hilarious. He was great as Theodore Roosevelt.
Yeah, they're all so great.
See, mine's different. Sorry, did you have something?
Yes. So we asked Kara this also. But did you have any stage like mishaps or like fails?
Yes. All the time. I think, all that this happens in theater all the time. There's live theater stuff always goes wrong. But I have one show in particular that sticks with me. One day I went to sing Watch What Happens. And, as I'm sure all of you know very well, there's a lot of choreographed movement and there's a lot of props. She like sits at the typewriter and there's a specific line. You have to take the paper out and throw the paper away and grab the newspaper, grab a pencil. And so everything is very choreographed. And for some reason that day I was so clumsy and literally everything went wrong. I dropped every single prop on the stage. So I threw the paper in the trash and missed the trash. I knocked the trash can over. The trash filled all over the stage. I dropped the paper. And so then I spent the entire song of Watch What Happens trying to pick up all the props that I had dropped. So while I'm singing a million words a minute, I'm running all over the stage picking up props so the newsies don't trip on them in their next dance number. So that was a fun one. But there were actually even a couple times we had to stop the show on Broadway for technical stuff. And one time we had to stop it while Corey and I were on the balcony in the middle of the scene. And so they stopped the show and we were stuck up there. And so they just kind of brought up the lights, and Corey and I kind of just had to hang out, and he started telling jokes to the audience in the meantime. And then our stage manager came over the mic and said, okay, guys, let's take it from the beginning of the scene. And we just had to dive back in, which was so weird. That's never happened to me before. So yeah, all sorts of stuff goes wrong.
To me, that sounds like awesome if I was in the audience. Like, I love like
Goofs.
like watching like the fail like videos. I always like look them up because
Yeah.
I always find them so fascinating.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, that's awesome.
All right, well, yeah, 'cause
Liz?
kind of like that moment you were having issues during Watch What Happens. It's like with Catherine, she's like second guessing herself about whether she should break out of her shell and break the norm and do this. I think that clumsiness on stage kind of helped with the whole second guessing myself with publishing this story. I think that would have made it seem more.
Sure. It was a little heightened. We could have done without maybe 5 of the 10 accidents, but yeah, it was.
We've had our fair share of accidents. I told Mike, and I think I told Tyler a few of them
I think you have.
and no, because I didn't tell you about the moon. I wasn't involved. My college did a production of Addams Family. I wasn't involved, but I heard a lot of stories about things that went wrong. And then I did a production of Les Miserables in high school, which everything went wrong.
Yeah, that's live theater for you. It's part of live theater magic, though.
Yeah, I love it.
I always love being in the audience when I'm at a show when something kind of goes wrong. Nothing, as long as everyone's safe. But I love seeing little mishaps. It makes you feel like you saw a show no one else did. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like we did Midsummer this earlier this year, and our stool. One of our students had to sit on the stool, and it just collapsed under him. And I was like, he's okay. But that and like costume malfunctions and all that, I just love it. The quote Kara, I kind of live for mistakes in theater like that because it makes it fun. It makes it unique.
Yeah, exactly. It keeps everyone on their toes and keeps it alive.
I have another question.
Hold on, Tyler. Before you ask that, my friend Mike Polito was wondering if you have a favorite spot in Disney World.
Oh boy. That's a hard one. That's another one I feel like I have 10 million favorite spots in Disney World.
Mine. Mike better know mine or our friendship is terminated.
Oh, I know what yours is, Liz. It's the Norway Pavilion. You love Frozen Ever After. You love the Anna and Elsa meet and greet.
Yeah.
I love Animal Kingdom. I've always loved the Animal Kingdom.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Flight of Passage is amazing. Oh,
yeah. Pandora, that's my favorite.
I'm excited to see
Pandora is awesome.
I can't wait to see Galaxy's Edge.
It's crazy though. Like earlier today, for cast member previews, I heard Flight of Passage had a 10-minute wait.
5-minute wait.
10 minutes.
I was looking at it on the My Disney Experience. Every ride was a 5-minute wait.
I'm so jealous.
But wait, never mind. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was only Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom today.
Yeah. Was the park to capacity with the whole cast member thing?
I have no idea.
I have no idea.
But all I know is that I miss it so much.
All I gotta say is that I gotta go if it's still a 5-minute wait.
I mean, I could probably get in with my ID, but I'm not supposed to have it. So they never asked for it back when I left. So anyway, well, I guess let me ask you my question. What's a show that you've always wanted to be on that you haven't been in yet?
Do you guys know the musical Gypsy?
Yes, I was in it. I was in Gypsy.
Oh my gosh,
I was like one of the little kids.
Wait, what character in Gypsy?
Louise. That's a dream role of mine. I've always wanted to play that role. I did that show. That was one of my first musicals ever in community theater, and I was a newsboy. And since I was little, I did that role. So that's a dream role for sure. Oh, hey!
If that happens, I need to go because that's just like perfect. I was like, oh my gosh.
Someday.
Yeah, I did Gypsy for my community theater. It was my first community theater performance besides a summer camp. And I was a newsboy. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
Too bad I can't sing, so I can't play my dream.
Foreshadowing to Newsies, we played Newsboys.
So, Rihanna, I just have one more question for you.
Yeah.
So when you performed at Epcot this past year, you sang that song from The Little Mermaid, which is one of my favorite films.
Oh my gosh, you have no idea
time.
how much he loves that film.
Ariel's my favorite princess, so I have to ask, if there is one Disney on Broadway musical you could bring back, which one would it be?
Including Frozen, because Frozen is closing, which is sad.
I'm with you, Mike. I would bring back Little Mermaid because I would love to be Ariel. She's one of my favorite princesses, and that's one of my favorite songs ever.
I think
So,
the red hair would make the eyes pop. I'm just saying.
The amazing Sierra Bogus, who originated the role, is so fantastic.
Yeah.
She was Ariel. She has played Christine Day more times than I could count.
Yeah, she's incredible.
What year did you go? What year were you at Epcot?
This year, actually, 2020. If you can believe it, that was this year.
I got to meet her and Adam Jacobs multiple times, in fact.
Oh, because no, I was there from all 2018 to 2019, and I met so many Broadway people, but I cannot remember the names, which makes me mad because then I'd be able to check them off. But the only one I can remember is Jodie Benson. I don't know why. Which Mike.
If I ever meet Jodie Benson, like, rest in peace, me, I can die.
Orlando, Mike, you would be like freaking out.
She's really
I know you.
She's beyond sweet. She doesn't look sweet, but she is. She's really nice. And so is Chris Evans.
But like, I actually got to meet Paige O'Hara as well during Festival of the Arts. I met her the same day they opened that new Beauty and the Beast sing-along.
Oh, yeah.
And they were handing out commemorative posters, and Paige signed it for me.
So I actually have a question.
Let me tell you, she was so unbelievably sweet.
Amazing. Yeah, I was just going to say I have like 2 more minutes if you have any more questions.
I have
then
one
do
last
have to head out.
question.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'll go first. Like, were you always involved with theater, or was there something that got you interested in it? Like, what made you want to pursue it?
Yeah, I've been involved with theater for a really long time. I was obsessed with Disney movies when I was a little kid, so that I think that's where my love of singing and performing started. But then when I was 8, I participated in a local community theater like summer camp for kids, and we had to like write our own musicals and make our own sets and costumes and perform, and that's definitely where the spark kind of ignited for me. And then from there, I was obsessed and I wanted to do all the community theater, and I went to summer theater camp, and I just, I'm from a really small town in Vermont, so there weren't a ton of opportunities where I'm from, but I just kind of got my hands on everything I could and took part in anything I could and took lessons. So yeah, for me, it's been for a pretty long time. Yeah.
So what was the hardest scene to learn in Newsies?
I feel like it was funny.
Well, it was probably Watch What Happens. memorizing those words, figuring out the breath support, and then adding the layer of the costumes, which are really heavy and restricting with the corset, and adding in, all the little choreographed movements and trying to keep it alive and spontaneous. That was a challenge, and luckily I had to learn it for the audition. So by the time I joined the show and was rehearsing, I already had the memorization down. So that was helpful. But that's definitely a beast. Anyone who's played Catherine will know.
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys don't know. I've had to wear a corset. Y'all don't know the struggle with breathing in corsets.
It's a whole nother element. Yeah.
Yeah. One other quick question just that popped in my head. Did you do any show I don't know if you're part of the union in New York. Did you do any shows before you joined, or that helped you build up your credit for it?
I did. I went to college at NYU for musical theater, and I spent my summers doing regional theater, summer stock shows, non-equity, before I was a part of the union. I joined the union when I did Mamma Mia, which I did right out of college. But up until then, yeah, I did a lot of regional theater, summer stock, non-union to help build my resume and get some credits. And yeah.
Yeah, so that's a big tip for y'all. Build up equity before you join the union. I've had people tell me that.
Yeah, everyone has such different paths, but that was my path. Yeah.
Awesome. Did Brianna send you her questions?
Yes, she did. So we were supposed to have another friend on with us tonight. Liana, I think she met you guys with me, my friend Brianna.
Oh, okay.
So she asks, you already mentioned Ariel, but if you could play any other role on Broadway, who would it be?
Ariel.
What was that? Any other Disney role or just any other role?
Any other role.
Oh, well, like I said, Louise from Gypsy is definitely a dream role. I have a bunch of dream roles, but another Disney princess, I mean, is Belle. I'm also obsessed with Belle.
Belle!
Oh, thanks. So that's one of each.
You would make a fantastic Belle.
Oh, thank you.
And Ariel, I feel like the red hair would actually make your eyes pop. That's just me.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Thanks. So I have time for about one more, if that's okay, and then I do have to head out.
Okay, so she asks, what was your favorite Broadway production growing up?
Oh my gosh, I had so many. I think it changed every year. I had a new favorite Broadway show. One of my favorites was definitely Annie. I was obsessed with Annie. Then I was obsessed with Les Miserables.
Oh.
I was obsessed with You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. Really, I had a Wicked came out when I was in high school. I mean, so every year I had a new obsession.
Yeah, I feel that it's changed, but it's been constant Wicked from now.
Changes.
Yes.
Miz to Ghost.
And speaking of Les Mis, someone on stream right now has had the honor of playing Gavroche.
Oh, awesome! You look like a Gavroche for sure. I can see that.
I got to be for Les Mis.
That's awesome.
And that's Brianna right there. She actually says hi.
Oh, hi. Thanks so much for your question. Yeah, well, this was so much fun. Thanks for having me on, you guys.
Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, thank you for joining us, Liana. This was such a highlight.
Yeah,
I mean, hopefully we'll all be in person at Epcot next year.
I know.
Fingers crossed.
Festival of the Arts is one of my favorite festivals solely because of the Disney on-Broadway concert series.
No, y'all should see me when I found out about it, because I knew about the festival. I didn't know it was all Broadway people. I lost my mind. I was like,
yeah.
Liz was mad at me for a short while that I was meeting all of you guys without her.
Oh man, well, it was.
I'm the one who's actually majoring in theater. I'm the one who actually wants to be on work theater when I'm done. So
well, luckily there's a lot of it on YouTube. So
yeah, and I hear there's a high demand for tech theater people, and then more than there are for actors and stuff. So
absolutely, yeah.
And it's cool. You never know.
Yeah. Well, good luck to you, and again, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Wow.
How was that, guys? How amazing was that?
I just need to take a minute,
how?
My mom needs to,
Carolyn.
This fast. My mom needs to turn on the AC because it's hot in my apartment right now.
Going, y'all.
Well, hold on, Liz. Are you fangirling more or less than when you had your call with Casey Levi?
Oh, that's probably a little bit more.
That close?
Probably a little bit more than when I met Casey, because I was able to stay professional with her because she was helping me run my monologues, and she was there to help me work and help me improve my acting skills. She wasn't there to just answer questions and stuff like what we did with Kara. And I'm terrified I'm going to mispronounce her name. How do you pronounce her name? Leanna.
Yeah, Kara. With a high A, not a low A.
But yeah, I'm probably fangirling a little bit more than I did with Casey because I was professional with Casey, but I met my first Wicked cast member.
And one of the original members of the NEWSIES cast.
My My first selfie from Mamma Mia.
You should have seen my face when Kara came on. I was like, I was
Bro,
in shock.
I was looking at Kara, but I was actually looking down at the tab bar when I see everyone in the green room, and I saw your face. Like,
I
saw your face light up, bro.
Like, should I tell them about the person who messaged me about Hamilton, or should I wait?
Yes, tell us.
No, save it.
Better,
Save it
no,
for Hamilton.
I can't take any more surprises. I have taken way too many. I have taken way too many. I hate surprises. You don't understand how much.
No, but this, I think this one might come right underneath having Liliana and Kara. I keep wanting to say Kara, because I've been mispronouncing her name for years, and that kind of annoys me. But Kara, it's Kara.
If you ever come down here for Epcot during Festival of the Arts, and she's here with Kevin, if you mispronounce her name, I swear to God.
We all need to go
one of the name in front of me when I'm standing next to you.
You have my permission. You have permission to slap me.
Yeah, we gotta when this whole thing's over, this whole virus, and then this whole Broadway thing comes back with the Festival of the Arts, we all need to go.
Yeah, but is there want to promote what we're doing tomorrow real quick before we wrap it up?
Yeah. So guys,
can I please?
Yeah, guys. So be sure to go over to Liz's channel and subscribe, because tomorrow night at 7 o'clock we are going to be covering Hamilton, right?
Yes.
I need to watch it tonight. I haven't watched it.
I've already watched it twice.
Because this is the only reason. I've watched bits and pieces, but I'm trying to wait for my family because we all want to make it a family movie night.
Fuck!
But I'm trying to be nice to my family, bro.
No, I've watched it 2 times.
So far, I watched all the way, without my family, because I've kind of skipped through it a little bit. So I watched pretty much the whole opening and all the way up to You'll Be Back. And then I watched the final number and curtain call because I wanted to see how they did it.
If you come to the stream tomorrow and you're
I'm watching it tonight. I'm telling my family we're watching it tonight.
Because y'all, I was so worried. You can ask Mike. I kept messaging him about this. I was so worried when they said, "Oh, we're gonna censor it," but they actually don't as much as I thought they would. There's only one bleep in the entire show, which is amazing. So kids are gonna be learning all these words that they do not need to be learning. But still,
All right, wait. I have a question for you guys.
What?
So I know this whole hashtag cancel Hamilton thing's going around.
Wait, what?
You haven't heard about it?
No. Wait.
So it's if you guys look on Inside Edition's YouTube channel, there's this whole thing on Twitter right now going around saying it's hashtag cancel Hamilton.
Why?
Because of the whole thing that's going on with slavery and all that.
No, but I thought I would think it'd be positive because the majority of the cast
Right. It's
not.
I mean, historically,
you know for a fact that they're not going to take that down. If they take that down, Disney Plus is going to lose so many people because so many theater people.
Yeah.
So I honestly want to go and screen record it just to be safe. But
problem is you can't screen record when you're watching Disney Plus.
Oh yeah.
I'll figure out a way.
Oh, you know what they
that forbids it.
You know what they could do? What they did with Newsies before it aired on Disney, before the whole Disney Plus came out, they put it on iTunes and all those other
that's what they should do.
Places. That's what they should do.
But yeah. So tomorrow we'll be covering Hamilton, and y'all,
Who is the special guest? Please just tell us in the group chat.
I'm so excited for this one. Not as excited as I was for Wicked, or as excited I was for this one, even though it's on my channel. But y'all, I love Hamilton. I remember when Hamilton first came out, I hated it because everyone was all about it. My friend sat me down and forced me to listen to the entire album, and I fell in love with it. So I cannot wait to tell y'all if
I wasn't a huge fan of Hamilton when it came out.
But, we have I'll have some information from someone from the cast of Hamilton. And if y'all want to find out who that, and it's the OG cast, may I add, somebody from the original cast.
If it's who I'm thinking it is, you don't understand.
Lin-Manuel Miranda. No, it's not.
Dang it.
But hey,
You gotta-
help, like DM me if you wanna, please, because even if you can donate a minute, that'd be great. But no, but it is somebody from the OG cast. I will not tell you who it is. But yeah, y'all be sure to go over and subscribe to my channel so y'all can come on over and watch with them and watch and chat with us, because I have so many things that I want to point out about this musical because I adore it. Also, before we go, y'all need to see my finished product. Hang on.
Oh, you know what I should have asked? Dang
What?
it! And I was thinking this. I was gonna ask Kara.
What?
You know the clip that you were telling me about in That's Rich with the Standby?
Oh yeah.
I was gonna ask her if that was like
when they had someone else standing in for Jeremy Jordan.
Yeah, I was seeing because it was like hard to tell just because it's kind of also a little blurred. I was gonna ask her like if it was him or if it was the.
So hang on,
Standby.
This took me 2 months to paint, and it's finally done. And I'm hoping to get someone from each show to autograph the section of their show. Bam!
You gotta hang that up right behind you or something, just for Never mind. I'll tell
So this is not Beauty and the Beast. This is hands down. I didn't do the hand because I can't paint a hand to save my life. But the other ones you should be able to figure out. The only one you guys may not know is this one. But if anybody can tell me what that one is, I might.
Mary Poppins.
No. So the Millie show, Merrily Modern Millie.
Yes, good job, Tyler. But yeah, I got.
It looks like Mary Poppins because of the hat, the scarf, and.
That's not a hat. That's her hair.
Well,
wow.
I'm actually surprised I got that.
Thanks for making me feel good.
But I feel good about myself right now.
So yeah, I got Addams Family. This one was the hardest one to paint for obvious reasons. And I got Frozen, Wicked, Aladdin. I'm opposite Hamilton, and then obviously. But yeah, so when I'm sick of it, I might actually give it away as a prize. But I'm not sick of it yet. So.
Or what you could do is hang it up somehow.
Yeah, I have it hanging. I hang it up on my wall. But anyway, yeah. So I gotta go because I have homework to do. But y'all, be sure to come by tomorrow night on my channel. Hopefully Mike will put my link to my description below. Again.
Yeah! Thank you for watching. Thank you, Kara and
Kara. Y'all have no idea how much it means to have been able to talk to y'all.
That was dream come true.
Better than I thought it was gonna go, and I am proud of myself for holding it together as long as I did. And I had my little Wicked moment with Kara. So Kara, oh my God,
Kara,
excuse me, Mr.
It's probably
Idina.
Liz, I'm gonna smack you through the camera. Yeah, guys. So be sure to go over to Liz's channel and subscribe for the Hamilton stream tomorrow night.
Subscribe to
and then we'll be doing Rent next Wednesday as well. But then also be sure to go check out my friends.
Because we keep prolonging Rent, man. I don't know why.
I don't know either. But also, guys, be sure to go check out my friends Lake Buena Visitors tonight because they are doing a live stream tonight with Mickey Mouse. Of all people.
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Like the Mickey the Mouse.
So y'all, yeah.
I actually want to check that out.
I'm almost to 650 subscribers, so it'd be really awesome.
I'm almost 110.
I know it's a big moment.
800.
You know what? Forget you, Michael. Me and Tyler, we're still new at this whole YouTube thing. Also, I haven't been posting a lot as much as I wanted to. So luckily, I'm posting more now because of this. And this thing has literally kept me grounded. So yeah, and I'll also be adding this to my playlist because I'll have. If you guys want to watch any of our older episodes of Theater 101, I have a. Oh, excuse me. I have a playlist already on my channel. I have all the episodes lined up right there. So go ahead and check those out. The first one is literally just a rundown of theater, like all the technical stuff, and all that. I feel like I should do another one of those. Now that we have more people in our group thing. But whatever, we'll talk about that later. So that's all I have to say.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for watching.
Subscribe to all of our channels.
And hey, Kara and Liana, y'all want to follow me and Mike back? That'd be amazing too, because I will die if they follow me back because I really want to.
You guys don't understand how like.
Wait, what are you doing?
Before you say that.
What?
Hold on, Tyler. Liz, say that again.
What about them following? Yeah. So hey, if y'all wanna follow me and Mike back, that'd be awesome. Because we love being able to talk to y'all, and we're huge fans, and maybe we can become friends. That sounds really.
That
sounds desperate. That straight up sounds desperate.
That really, no offense, that did.
That sounds desperate, though.
Because we love
All right, guys. So that's gonna do it for us. We hope you enjoyed. This was so fun to do. You guys, be sure to go check out Liz's channel. Be sure to go check out Tyler's channel.
And now I'm gonna go and cry.
So I'm gonna edit my description so I can put their links in there, so you can go sub to them. Be sure to go check out Like Buena Visitors tonight as they go live with Mickey Mouse and friends. Be sure to watch us tomorrow night on Liz's channel when we cover Hamilton.
And information about a special.
Hamilton, we are not going to throw away our shot.
Oh,
you had to go there. You had to go there.
Hopefully you'll leave satisfied.
Hey,
and you'll be back to watch it.
Hey.
Okay, enough with the Hamilton puns. All right.
Bye, guys. So,
bye, guys. Thanks for watching.
On all my social media, I have Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And be sure to go follow Liz and Tyler on Instagram as well. And be sure to go follow Carol Lindsay on Instagram. Be sure to go follow me on Instagram. And all our other friends who were on with us tonight. Be sure to go follow them on Instagram or YouTube if they have it. We love you guys. This was awesome. This is Orlando Mike, Diz Liz, and Tyler from the Gibb family signing off. Later, guys.